Okay, good morning, kids. This is our lesson for February the 3rd. On Wednesday, this is our phonics lesson. Okay, remember we talked about on Monday and Tuesday the phonics for spellings of the j sound, the s sound, and the k sound. So today we're going to talk about these sounds some more. Okay, remember we're going to review the sounds first, or the letters that make these sounds. So what letter makes the j sound? Well, the obvious one is what? Our J, correct? Okay, and then we have what we've learned in Sunday system, that if you have a, what letter? A G that is followed by an E or an I, it also makes a j sound. J, j. And then we have three letters that make the j sound that we also learned in Sunday system, which is D, G, E, j. So if you see these within a word, you're going to either think j, or you're going to think what their owner is. Like the G could be a g or a j. But for this purpose, for this week, we're learning to spell words that have the sounds of j, and these are the letters that can represent that sound. All right, same thing for the sound. Well, the obvious letter is S, correct? The obvious letter is S. Now, when we follow, we have another letter that is a what? Good. You should have said C. That's followed by I or an E. Then it has a sound like city, center, okay? A C and an S represent what sound? The sound. Okay, and then our last letter, or our sound, is K. K. So we know that K is represented by the obvious letter, which is a K. The other obvious letter, like cat, would be a C. So two letters in the alphabet represent K. Now when you put them together, they also have a K sound, correct? One other way we mentioned on Monday was these letters. Before, we've always known them to be a ch sound. But our phonics lesson teaches us that CH can have a K sound after certain words. Okay, let's read through these words. The first word is, remember, it's followed by an I, so that's a sound. It's an S sound. So us, circus. Now this is our K sound. So o, echo. Next word, et. There's our K sound, pocket. All right, luck. K represented by CK. J. What represents our J sound? D, G, E, and a J. All right, the next word, fancy. F, and S. And this is an E sound. So our letter is a sound, because this sounds like an E. It's not represented by E, but it sounds like an E. So this is a sound. All right, the next word. Again, you have the E that follows it, so this is a J sound. J. Germ. All right, the next word is danger. Danger. And our J sound is followed by a what? It's represented by a G. So our sound here is represented by a C. K is represented by a CH. K is represented by a CK. S is represented by a C. J is represented by a G and a J in that word. K is represented by a CK. J is represented by a G, and J again represented by a G. So remember these sounds. Remember we said if we had lines beside the letters, that represents the sound J, S, K. Those are your letters. I hope you're studying this. Again, our test will be on Wednesday, a week from today, which will be the 10th, on these particular sounds or letter settings. All right, now I want you to read these sentences with me. All right, we're going to identify the sounds or the words that have these sounds of j, k, and s in them, okay? The duck quacked at the giraffe. Well, I see CK, so I know that's one of my words, duck. represents K. Crack, cracked at the giraffe. Well, there's a J sound, but that's not a J. So that represents my J. The cord, there's a K sound. That was stuck. There's my CK for K. Made me feel calm. Okay. The character K. That's my K sound. I should be writing a K for this. A K. That makes it better. All right. Character. Cross the bridge. All right. There's my J sound. To the larger. There's another J sound. City. There's an S sound. Okay. So this is just a little practice. All right, what does this represent? Our K sound. What does this represent? Our J sound. Okay, guys, so remember, just practice with this. And today I want you to practice in your reading street. I want you to go to your www.savvasrealize.com, and you're going to open up your decodable. It should go right to it, and it should go to 13A, which looks like this. Stuck in the mud. Make sure you read all the words on the first page, guys. You can't just scroll through it. You've got to read it or let it be read to you. Okay, and it's got to be read. I would click on it, let it read to me, and you need to follow along while it's reading. And then at the end, if it gets to the end and you have a little check mark at the end of the box, make sure you check it so it doesn't continue to say in progress. But if you don't do it at all, I know it's not going to say, it's going to say not started. And there's still some of you that didn't do anything last week. So make sure you're doing your SAVVAS Realize website assignments as well, okay? All right, see you in the next video.